too much. But I was just sitting here and I was just thinking about something. And you know what I was thinking about? What I was thinking about, I seen something that was so funny. And I think the world has just been, well, let me go back from the beginning. So hi everyone, my name is Majesty Angel. Thank you for coming to come rock out with me on my YouTube channel. I always love to speak positive, good blessings. And I always like to speak good things to the world. I always like to motivate the world. And I've been seeing a whole bunch of different people speaking about a whole bunch of different motivational things, meaning the do's, the don'ts, the damn stereotypes, the standards, um, how some people's standards are very, very far stretch. I could say it like that. And as I was just creating, he's like, what? When I be up around this time, I always feel like I have like great ideas or yo, like yo, hi, and I was thinking, right? Because he's like, well, I just that shit just made me. I said hello. Hi, yo. Hi, yo. And I was just sitting here thinking because I had seen something and it was so funny. Um, I feel like you have people or girls, right, per se, I can say it like that, that's like in competition with some other women. What? No, I'm not talking to myself, right? I'm talking to you actually. So thank you. Damn, that's a confirmation. Who the fuck are you? Who are you? You like what? This is a confirmation for somebody. So the whole moral of the message, what I really wanted to say, because I'm kind of beating around the bush, what I was saying was, um, how are people feeling right now? Meaning, dealing with a lot of different relationships. Because my channel is like a God sent channel, a God intervention channel. Because I feel like that for myself. I feel like every particular person right now within my life that's coming in my life, I feel like it's for a reason. However that I might feel like it's fit. But I was just actually thinking about something. And what I was thinking um, for people, because I was trying to say it's all these goddamn motivational speakers. But I think that they're missing a big point. I'm gonna see what you're saying crazy. See what you're saying crazy. I feel like if people don't feel like they don't have a specific person, um, I need a job. You hiring? No. You're like what? I'm not hiring. But in the near future, you like what? In the near future, let me tell you something. You wanna know what's so funny? My son, he made me so proud. Friday when I went to go get him from school, he said, "Hey, mom," because I live by the beach. I live by the boardwalk and stuff, and it's very, very active on the boardwalk, and you have a lot of different people that walk up and down the boardwalk, and they sell things, or you have different places on the boardwalk where I live at where they have restaurants. They have a very, very good restaurant. I think I'm gonna take y'all there, and they sell like Latin food, and they make like Latin drinks. And he was like, "Hey, mom, we need to he said we need to go on business this summer, and we need to get something." And do something on the boardwalk. And I was like, boy, I like your little hustler spirit. And then two, my son, he's young, but he said, hey mom, I want to work. So I said, come over here, come work for me. It was so funny. Come work for the family business. So this is what I told him, world. And he's so smart. He is so smart. He said, well, how much you gonna pay me? I said, I'm gonna pay you $2. I'm gonna pay you $2 and 25 cents. Yo, he stopped in the middle of the street. He scratched his head because he's so smart. He said, man, that's not even enough. He said, That's not even enough for a big bag of chips. What you talking about? You gonna pay me $2.25? And it was just so funny. But I loved his hustler mentality. He's already in the mind state of that he wanna, work and he wanna do something, things like that. But let me get back to the goddamn message. No, I'm not hiring. I'm just living my life right now. I swear, I love how my life is designed. I'll be sometimes people be like, "Yo, she's so beat, she's so bored. She bored. She's just on social media and she not doing anything." No, you like what? Um, I went to school to get certain, like certificates and certain things. So the way my schedule is, I work my own hours, which is a very, very good blessing and stuff like that. So I'm all about working within a great comfort zone of my own self. And then just seeing what I can do. So listen, like listen guys, you're like what? I became a singer overnight. What? Like, what? Yeah. I always listen. I'm trying to see if I can do something that has never been done. I don't know about how people be thinking, but for myself, I always like to think about certain things, and it's something that I seen that haven't been done yet. And if I can master this and it can come to fruition, I'll be the first person in history who have ever done it. He's like, what? Yeah. And I always like thinking like that. So he like what? I went over here to this app and I know they can't believe it. I started like doing music and stuff and it's actually going good. I started when was this yesterday. That's what I was trying to tell everybody. But I can't download it onto my YouTube channel, so I'm trying to figure out how I can move files. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the music that I have been creating. I created four songs and it's actually doing good. It's got like about 60 plays on all of them. I just dropped the country song. I did. The country song is called "I Fell in Love with a Country Nigga." For real. And yo, you like what? I love my voice, and it's so crazy because my voice is very, very different and it's blessed. And I also made a song for all the trans. No. I made a song for drag queens. I swear, I hope all the drag queens pick it up, and I do hope that they can be able to play it, at their drag competitions and stuff like that, and that like bars and stuff because it's a very, very good drag song. And what's so good about that? I own the song. You know what I mean? What? You're like what? Yo, where do I apply? Hi. I'm just talking about a whole bunch of different creativity things that comes to mind. Listen, you want to know what's so funny, world? They were saying how some of these women were saying, I don't want to be a traditional woman and stay in the house. I was like, okay, bitch, you just want to go outside. But what a lot of women don't know, maybe a lot of women don't understand that. Sorry, my daughter, she right behind me sleeping. A lot of great ideas come from women if they know how to think. And you can put together so many different great movements and great business plans and shit like that. So I think a traditional woman that's staying in the house, even though some women stay in the house, they take care of the kids, they make sure the house is okay and a whole bunch of different things. But you like, girl, I'll give away my idea because this goddamn Nori. You like what? He was lying, yo. You like, I try to be very, very cautious about the things that I say, especially on social media. And I want people all over the world. Hi, United Kingdom. I tag United Kingdom into this live. So hi, everybody that's in the United Kingdom. Maybe some people are sleeping or whatever. But I always speak that to a lot of different people. Like, for instance, the guy who I was talking to with this whole podcast thing, I was telling him because he was telling me some very, very good things and stuff like that. But I come here today to try to tell everybody around the world, if you have really, really great ideas, to be careful and don't be saying it, and don't post it on social media because the dude Nori from Drinks Champ, he was saying, how he thought about the podcast years ago, some shit like that, and he was trying to talk bad about. I seen little pieces, so I'm sorry, nigga, but from what I got from it, it was that he was trying to say that Fat Joe and Jadakiss was, biting off of his swag, which I just feel like it's just a hater mentality. And only why I'm saying that is because the guy said what I said. Like, my goal, what I want to do, I want to get my podcast on Netflix. So it's certain entities and the certain things that you have to do to be able to submit your things like that. And then you need to cross over. You need like an agent. I was trying to find an agent. I'm still trying to find an agent because for me to get in that part. So I'll be trying to um, try to figure out the whole dynamics of different things. So it just sounded like he was hating because his podcast is not on Netflix. Netflix is a big platform. You know what I mean? And the way that if a lot of people don't know, you guys should go check it out. I'm giving y'all niggas free promotion on here. You like what? Yeah. So go check out the section within Netflix, meaning the different podcasts, and it's just the way that people have to conduct themselves, the way that they have to act, even though it's a lot of realness, but the way that Drink Champ is orchestrated, you know what I mean? Maybe Netflix don't feel like his podcast is suitable or however, and it was a lie. You like what? It was a lie, yo. Here I go. No, fuck that. I'm gonna say this. I said I was talking about podcasting like couple of years ago, before podcasting actually became interesting. And what happened with me was when I said it on my social media account, I had other people who picked up the idea. hmm So what I'm saying is, a lot of great ideas come from people who are unknown. And a lot of people don't get the fucking credit that they deserve. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people wasn't thinking about doing that if you didn't hear me talk about it. If you didn't hear me post about it. And because you seen or you heard that I was trying to do something, and because maybe you're just in a better position that I'm in, you can take my idea and you can dominate it. You know what I mean? So every great idea comes from people. And then, once I started talking about my podcast, which is so funny, yo, that's crazy. Thank you, Lord. Look how God works. I'm gonna tell you. I kind of try to intertwine it within my YouTube channel. That's why if you was if you was to go through and say podcast, and then you'll see like the different clippings that I was doing, and at the particular time when I said I was trying to do that, I actually seen somebody who was following me on my accounts, and they actually created a YouTube channel and shit like that. They started doing podcasting and things like that, and the numbers were doing good. You know what I mean? And their subscribers were doing good, and it's so funny because I'm a living testimony. I swear to God, I got more subscribers than them. You know what I mean? I got more subscribers than them. I got more views than them, and that's just how God works. So maybe within the message that I'm trying to tell the world, don't necessarily sometimes worry about people taking your idea or people taking whatever that you're trying to do, because whatever's destined for us to do or start or to accomplish, or I don't know, maybe somebody had been working on something that was trying to get noticed by the world. Like, oh my God, you like what? That short that I posted on my YouTube channel is almost at 3 million views within 4 days. So that's considered viral. So actually my video went viral. And I just want to say thank you so much to the world who has have been sharing that viral clip that I posted on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for the thousands of shares that people have been sharing it. And I just want to thank, listen, thank you so much. I enjoy everybody, meaning I enjoy their mindset. I enjoy their craziness. I even sometimes enjoy the madness sometimes from other people, but that's what makes us very, very unique. That's what makes us special. And yo, it's so funny. I've been trying to like every comment. I have been trying to comment on everybody's stuff, but it's so hard when your video is at almost 3 million views. And you can go over there, you can see I actually been liking everybody's stuff. I've been trying to like everybody's stuff. It's so hard. But I want to show my appreciation, and I think that's what makes me a very, very different YouTuber, because I actually care about when people come in and they want to come rock out with me on my YouTube channel. I actually care about when people leave a comment, because I just understand that part where people are actually taking the time out to come view something that I posted, and they come and they leave a comment. So I believe when people come and leave a comment on anybody's platform like that, at least have the dignity, you know what I mean, to show your appreciation by at least saying hello, thank you, and interact with people. And I think a lot of people don't know that, because if it wasn't for us, you know what I mean, us, me, you, them, they, liking our stuff and sharing our stuff, and we won't get the world really wouldn't know who we are, you know what I mean? And people take that for granted. And then I just look at the greediness of people, and you're like, what is it? And I don't want to be like talking bad on people, but once people start getting to that certain pinnacle where they can start getting their channel modified, and niggas can start sending them super chats and shit like that, and modification checks. Like, I'm so happy that these content creators stopped doing that, because it was pissing me off a little bit. Like, what are you talking about? At one particular time on YouTube, it just seemed like everybody just kept showing like their modification, meaning like their payout. Or you have a lot of YouTubers. It's just one girl, and I don't know why she do it, because that shit is so tacky. Like, with on her like community posts, she'll really go and show like the money and shit that people have sent her on her Cash App, right? And to each his own, but I feel like if people are taking their time out to send me money, you know what I mean, or to do something for me, I'm not going to come up here and I'm not going to tell the world, because they didn't do it like that. You know what I mean? I understand if we're, like on, like how it be on live on TikTok and a whole bunch of things that people see it that way. But when people actually take the initiative and they actually go and they sing you something, I'm always like that. You know what I mean? Like, everything don't have to be revealed what somebody have done for you and what they're doing for you, and that's just tacky. But you won't be surprised at the things that you will come past and you'll just see, on the world. But I just wanted to say that, yeah. But yeah, that's how you can really know if you really love somebody. If you feel like, you just can't go without. Damn, that's confirmation. I was saying that before. I was saying that how this year, 2026, is a very, very powerful year for people. It's so funny. I should have bought it too. I was in the store and they had like a fake trophy, but it looked like an Oscar trophy. So I just believe in a lot of different projects and the different things that people are doing secretly behind closed doors, and they're not really telling people. I believe that people are going to get acknowledged. Um, I believe that people are going to win new awards. I was watching a black TV show last night, the NACPP, whatever, and it was kind of pissing me off a little bit. And you're like, why? Because I feel like the doors need to be turned a little bit. I feel like there's some amazing artists. I feel like there's some amazing actors, and actresses, and motivational speakers. And I feel like a lot of people, that's how I feel, deserve their flowers. You know what I mean? Like, damn, this bitch won. You know what I mean? She won like 5, 10 awards. You know what I mean? Like, at least give somebody else the opportunity to be able to experience that. But that's God's timing, and I think that's just how God works. But that's just how I'm looking at it, because a lot of people have been working hard. A lot of people have been grinding. A lot of people have been crying. Um, a lot of people have been arguing with their family members, meaning just the things that they're just trying to accomplish. And a lot of people don't understand that. You know what I mean? A lot of people have been missing a lot of different outings. You mean, like, what you mean outings? Like, come on, girl, or come on, let's do this, that, and the third, or, and they're like, no, I got things to do. Or a lot of people have been in, you know, I guess like studios, offices, and they haven't been doing nothing. And people deserve that. So get ready. I always say that. Get ready. People are going to receive a whole bunch of different things that they're meant to do. So I speak that. And that's what I love about me. Because I don't like to be in negative energy. I'm not a negative woman. And you'll be surprised just the folly of people, meaning the way that they will behave on social media. It's like everything is okay, everything is all right. And I love, you're like, what? Shut up. Like, shut up. On my social media account, I love that I'm just real. You know what I mean? Some days I might come up here, I'll be like, you know what I mean? And then some days I might could be crying, but that's just who I am. And I think the world needs to see that sometimes. I always feel like that. Like, you'll have a whole bunch of different, I shouldn't say it like that, like celebrities and shit like that. And they're showing their end result, which is perfectly fine. But I think how sweet is it seeing people in their grind mode, and you know what I mean, their ups and downs as they're taking their own personal journey of just trying to become who they need to be. And the world needs to see that. They don't need to see all these fucking mansions, these foreign cars, jewelry and shit like that. My closet, and I really don't understand why girls be showing their closets like that. You like, girl, what are you talking about? I'm just saying I would never do anything like that. Like, for one, is because that's part of my bedroom, and I don't really do that too much. Well, I do that almost a little bit when I'm traveling, is because, and I need to go travel. Well, I am going traveling. I'm going traveling in May, but my nana and my mom and shit always just said like a woman is never supposed to show somebody like their bedroom. It's because like you're inviting somebody in your bedroom. Like your bedroom is supposed to be your most sacred spot. You know what I mean? Your bedroom, your closet, certain things like that. Like that's your sacred spot. And then first, I don't want nobody coming to punch me in the back of my head because now you seeing all of this stuff that I have, you know, and I always like to keep things mystical and stuff like that. So who the fuck? I'm just saying. But yeah, I just wanted to say that. That's how people could actually understand and actually know um, how much they really actually rock with people, or how much they really, really care. And yeah, it's no like competition with people, because you'll have so many different people that's being in competition with people, and people just don't understand they're at this particular time within their life when they're understanding like, yo, I just can't do a certain things. Like, it's like pointless. You know what I mean? Like, meaning, oh wow, I didn't understand that. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to. I love Intentions by Justin Bieber and by Quavo. I love that song, but um when he said like my muse, that's why if you was to go look on my community post, I have like a big ass like essay, and certain channels on here be running like baddies, right? Which is, hey, cool. She's pretty. I'm too old to call my motherfucking self a baddie anyway. Like, I shout out the baddies, like the baddies, or however, or, because I feel like once a woman gets a certain age, even though I have my little moments, but that's the architect of who I am. That's like the kidly side, the friendly side. You know what I mean? Everybody should have that type of a piece, or the other half of them. But I believe once a woman gets to a certain point or a certain age within their life, um, a whole bunch of things that they would usually do and go and act and behave and, and just be, it should be different. And yeah. So it's a lot of different things that's just going on that I see. And I was just thinking about that as I was up creating my beautiful country song. I did. I'm gonna do it. You like, what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take that shit. You like, what? And I'm gonna put it on Spotify for real. And cause I guess maybe just the way that I think is different. And then I'm like you like, what? I'm a lioness. A lioness, she goes and hunt. That's what a lioness is. A lioness, she goes and hunt, and they go kill shit. The only time, and I was so amazed when I seen that on TV when I was watching that about lions. He only go help when he gotta go, when they ass need help. You know what I mean? When he gotta come in and do the final kill. But a lioness, she goes, she watch, she stalks, and she goes and she do what she need to do to bring back right, to bring back the meat, to bring back the food, and a whole bunch of different things. But yeah, if people are not in that particular time when they feel like shit is just pointless, you know what I mean? Like, damn, if I just can't have her, if I just can't have him, like, shit is just pointless. Like, why am I doing all of this shit for? Like, it doesn't even fucking make sense. Um, and I guess that's when you'll know. Uh, I just started thinking. My mind always be thinking. I'm thinking about something um, in my mind. Um, it's very, very sad sometimes. Not. I'm just saying like that. What I'm thinking about, meaning, um, I guess how certain people. Mm, okay, fuck it, spread. I'm gonna say it. I guess how certain people, I guess maybe could like people, however that may be, right? And then it's like a waste of time. So I come here today to tell women and men, don't be wasting time. You know what I mean? Because I understand that you can't get that time back. And I always say, uh, yeah, that's true too. For the girls who maybe like somebody, and I feel like it, well, that's always a saying, meaning like the holidays, like certain holidays, or fuck that. It don't got shit to do with holidays. It have everything to do about the moment, you know what I mean, or certain timings and certain things that should take place. And I feel like if a person is not showing you that, meaning that they care about you and they want to take the time out to show you that. Yo, NBA YoungBoy is so disrespectful. He's so disrespectful. And I don't mean to talk. You're like, hi, baby. Good morning, baby. Good morning. Only why I'm saying that is because I went on my space, because I be on my space and I do almost the same thing that I'm doing on my YouTube channel on my space. And when I was talking about how disrespectful this little nigga is. He's very disrespectful. Any man like that is very disrespectful. And I hate to speak on people's households. You know what I mean? People can do whatever they want to do. And this is why I get mad at some women, because it's no money in the world that will ever let a man disrespect me. You know what I mean? There's no money in the world that I will ever let a man dismantle my worth. You understand what I'm saying? And disrespect me publicly. You know what I mean? And just violate me. You're like, what? Because I'm just looking at that. And it was so fucked up. And this is why I be so mad sometimes with girls, because I'm just saying, first and foremost, it was a blessing that I even allowed you to impregnate me. You heard what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't look at it like that. A lot of people think being pregnant is it's a game. And being pregnant and and bearing a child for somebody is not fun. You know what I mean? It's not fun at all. For now, I'm blessing you. I'm giving you a blessing. You know what I mean? I'm allowing you to impregnate me. You know what I mean? I'm allowing you, both of us, because now we're having a kid, and now our bloodline is going to go on forever. And people don't understand that. And what they don't understand is now that I allowed it, you're like, girl, who are you? I'm a conscious person. Very. So now, since I allowed it you to impregnate me, you telling me for my whole 9 months you gonna make me feel miserable? For my whole 9 months, I gotta literally, you know what I mean, witness you come in and out of my house. I gotta witness you, and I gotta know that you are now having sex and doing a whole bunch of different things and just disrespecting me. No woman should have to endure that shit, yo. As I'm pregnant with your child and I have to hold our kid for 9 months, you're supposed to be making sure I'm in a great state of mind. You're supposed to be making sure I'm happy. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be making sure I'm good. And that's fucked up that some women have to endure that. And what's so messed up about that is that not after I allowed it you to get me pregnant, you know what I mean? After I have the baby, you're not even there. You know what I mean? After I have the baby, because the baby's not even a fucking month old. You feel what I'm saying? Now I gotta see you around, but what's so good about that is, like, what? And I shouldn't be like starting trouble, is that now I can do what I need to do, and I feel like that is so fucking disrespectful. You're like, what? I don't care if the nigga is a deadbeat. No woman should be allowing another man to sleep with her while she's pregnant. I think that is so disrespectful to who you are just as a woman. I don't give a fuck. This nigga's never gonna be around again. I don't care if this nigga's a dirtbag, but just to have class about yourself. You know what I'm saying? And then no man should be, and I feel like that shit too. Like, even though she's an ignorant bitch, no man should even feel comfortable enough to even sleep with a pregnant woman like that, because this bitch has another man baby grown within her womb, and it's very, very disrespectful. Um, yeah, on both parties, but I feel bad for her, yo. Like, what? Because when a woman really, really love a man, that shit will hurt to the fucking pits of your core. It's nothing like having a image of your boyfriend, your fiance, your husband, however you want to put an image of him, you know, smashing. That's the only way I could say. You know what I mean? Making love. Well, I don't know these niggas. I have no understanding. You like what? Because I guess I can get into that in a minute. But having that image, me having an image in my mind of you having sex with somebody else, it would destroy me. You know what I mean? It would hurt me. Why would he or any man, why would they want to make a woman swallow that type of a vicious pill like that? And then you'll still want me to look at you within that light. And people don't understand that light, especially for a woman. A woman has a special light that we see our man in. Uh, and I feel like sometimes when that light have been destroyed, we no longer could view him within that light that we see him, because you have just destroyed that so much. And then I never understood that. Mm, that's like a woman that's being in a domestic violence situation, right? It's like, yo, you whooping my ass, right? Now I'm all bloody and I'm all beat up and shit, but now you want to come over here, you want to love me, you know what I mean? You want me to do all of this other stuff, but you was just literally in here hitting me. You know what I mean? You were hitting me. You were kicking me. You spit on me. You did a whole bunch of different things. But now you're telling, come over here, baby. Come over here, give me a kiss. It's almost in the same aspect of you going out there and just totally disrespecting me. How am I supposed to look at you like that? You know what I mean? How am I actually supposed to give you everything that I was going to give you? You know what I mean? Compared to me actually now noticing that. And men don't understand that. They don't. And they don't comprehend that when a woman actually be like, yo, I just cannot do this shit no more. But women have the right to say that. So I encourage women to say that shit. Because don't no woman deserve to have their heart beating like that. Especially a woman who really, really care for you. I always say that shit. That shit be so fucked up. A woman that really, really care for you, you know what I mean? While you sick, while you going through a whole bunch of different things, while you're in your lowest of your lowest, and you'll disrespect somebody like that. That's fucked up. And that shit's not right. And I come here to tell women today that they shouldn't live like that. Oh, everything is okay. Like what? I've been up since I'm always in a good state. I always say that. Like what? Listen, I always say for people, because I believe in 24 hours. I don't think that people understand that. Dealing on a ramification, you heard what I said, because I'm a different woman. I always think like that. So dealing on a ramification, meaning of something that somebody have done to me, is where I'm going to fucking penalize your ass. I'm very, very woke, and I understand the times. She doesn't deserve to be beat. Oh, you just came in on that part. No, So damn it, I'm gonna go in and then I'll go back to what I was saying. What I was saying, I was talking about relationships, and I was talking about the way that us women view men, and the way that every woman on this planet, they have a light, like a twinkle within their eye, meaning the way that we see men. And I believe once that image of the way that we feel about men is destroyed like that, um it's the look how we will look at them totally changes. And that comes from a lot of different bullets that some men make women swallow that they shouldn't have to swallow. But I was also talking about the comfortability of a mindset that a man is supposed to keep his woman in as she's pregnant. You know what I mean? Making her feel comfortable. She shouldn't have to endure so much different things. And then that's when I crossed over. Hi, baby. And that's when I crossed over and I said it's almost, but it's a different level of domestic violence, meaning the way that I don't understand how some men can beat women like that. And then also, damn, should I say this? I'm a domestic violence goddamn survivor my damn self, and that's why I said I learned a lot because um I was just moving very very fast, and I was using, I guess, him. I guess I was using him to try to get over somebody crazy fucked up situation, and it was very fucked up. The whole fucking scenario of why I even entwined myself with this motherfucker was so fucked up. And I didn't know that he was a monster. He was a fucking monster. He was an addict. I didn't know he was an addict. And I didn't know that he was the way that he was. And my face was so fucked up. It was so fucked up. My jaw was fractured and shit like that. That motherfucker was trying to burn me with cigarettes. He tried to stab me. I left. I was staying in this crazy ass house. Damn, I don't want to cry. But I was staying in this fucked up ass house, and it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was fucking running through the streets of Newark, New Jersey. I was up on fucking Grove Street. And at this particular time, me, my mother, and my brother were staying in a shelter at the YMCA off of fucking Broad Street. And at 3 o'clock in the morning, after this nigga was beating me up, I was fucked up. My face was fucked up. I was running through the streets. I ain't had no motherfucking clothes on, half naked a little bit. And I ran. I was just running. I was just trying to get away from him. And damn, man, I was so embarrassed. I was hurt. I was so embarrassed, and I'm very, very light, so my face was fucked up. I had all these scratches and shit on my neck. And I remember I was putting my head down in the fucking elevator, and people were looking at me, and my mom was so mad. My brothers, they wanted to kill him. My oldest brother still wanted to kill him if he was to ever run across him, but that was my fault because I say that was my fault was because I should have slowed down, and I should have actually found out who I was dealing with, and then come to find out it was so fucked up because he told me he was on probation and shit. So I used to go with him to the fucking probation people, not knowing this motherfucker was on probation because he seriously beat this girl up before me. And I didn't know that because when they called my phone, they were like, "Where is he? Where is he?" And they was trying to say, and I was like, I started saying something. They was like, "Oh, you're the old victim that he seriously beat up," and I was like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, so I've been through some shit in my life. I've been through some more shit. My life is fucked up, but I'm a survivor for real. So I don't play that domestic violence shit. I don't play that shit. I don't play that shit at all. And I'm an activist about it because I was fucked up. Like I went to counseling and shit like that. And then when you know, me and the person who we were separated from, whatever at the time, we got back together and shit like that. And I was fucked up. Like He would try to like hold me or try to touch me, and I used to jump and shit. I was fucked up. I was jumping and jerking and shit. I was like, it was so fucked up. It was fucked up. But I did go to counseling and shit for that. And it's crazy because that shit still scarred me. Like, because I don't understand how men could be like that. How the fuck you really try to burn a motherfucker with cigarettes? Like, you son of a Satan, son of a bitch. And it's crazy. And you know, you got some women who don't make it, yo. They be in the dirt and all shit. You like, bitch, all that I had to go through that shit was one motherfucking time. I'm just saying. And it was fucked up. Like, I had to quit my job. I had to quit my fucking job. He was calling there. He was telling them all of these shit. He was trying to get me fired. All types of shit. That shit was the worst fucking experience I ever went and I ever endured in my fucking life. But yo, I'm a survivor for real. I'm like, I'm a survivor. I've been through a whole bunch of different shit. My aunt, she made me so happy. I originally come from New Jersey, and I live out here in New York City, and I come from a good family. I do. I come from a very great family. I come from a great background, for real, for real. And I was kind of going through some shit in my life, and I had to leave. I had to get the fuck away from my city, my town. And I remember I had this whole meeting with my aunt Robin. I love her to death. And I was like, listen, auntie, I just need some money. I gotta get the fuck up from out of here. And she was like, no, 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 no. I don't want you to go. It's safe. It's not safe up there in New York City. Anything can happen to you up there. You don't know nobody. Shit, we was going through it for like an hour or so. But she finally gave me the money or whatever. And I came up here and I was by myself. It's so fucked up. Because once I actually came here, yo, it was crazy. Both of my brothers got locked up. My mom ass was in a crazy ass situation, so she couldn't help me. So for the first time, I was by myself, and I come from a Brady Bunch family. Like, we're so like close knit, you know what I mean? And like, if I fell when I was out here, I didn't have nobody to save me, yo. So I had no choice but to succeed. You know what I mean? I had no choice. If I would have failed, I would have been by myself. I would have been fucked up. And I came out here, and it was like the best decision that I ever made in my life. You know what I mean? I had a pleasure. I had my son. He's a blessing to me. He came in my life when I was beaten and I was bruised. You know what I mean? I was fucked up. And my baby Michael, he a blessing to me because he healed my heart. I was fucked up. Damn, that shit make me want to cry. For real. Get myself together. And I remember when I had him, God is amazing. Um, After that, I'll be on um, like high risk pregnancy and shit. Like, when I get pregnant, I'm on high risk pregnancy, so I gotta sit the fuck down. There's no moving around, there's no partying, there's no nothing for me. So when I had him, I went to the doctors and I was dilating. He was trying to come out very very early, and he almost died. And I had like two options. I had either they were supposed to take me in for surgery and give me like this procedure and sew me up, but it was a 9 out of 10 that it would never work, or I was supposed to take this medicine. So they was like, let's see. And I was like, man, I was like, man, I'm highly blessed. I'm highly favored. And I had a hole because it was opening up. Man, I went back. They was like, we don't know what's going on. For real, we don't know what's going on, but you're okay. The hole is like, you're good, you're good. And I was just like, man, I serve an awesome God. I do. So I believe in God when my world is going crazy, and I just can't. I feel like I can't move a muscle. I can't go nowhere. I can't do nothing. The only person that I call to is God, and He always show out for me. I've been getting blessed. I've been getting blessed beautifully. You know what I mean? Beautifully, beautifully. So my story is just being a motivational speaker. Me coming up here and talk about a whole bunch of shit. It's shit that I've been through, shit that I endure, shit that I witnessed, shit that I didn't see, or things that people who I have been around and they have told me their stories and certain shit like that. And you know what I mean? Just like I don't believe in let my son. He be so mad at me because I don't let my son spend a night out at his friend's house. I would never do that. Just like I walk my son to school for real, and he's at the age where he can walk to school by himself. But just the times that we live in, I'm just that type of a mom and shit like that. Like he be arguing with me. I'll be like, nah, I'm gonna make sure that you get to where you need to be. But the overnight shit is when I was coming up as a child and I was with my grandmother and stuff like that. Hi, baby. I see you. Wow. Oh. I can tell by your accent. You can tell by my accent what? I come from New Jersey. Everybody be thinking I come from goddamn Albany and shit like that. Like, well, you come from upstate? You come like, no, I come from New Jersey. Like, I was, shit. My girlfriend mother, um, um, they were having a party in Asbury, New Jersey. I come from that way. I come by Asbury Park, New Jersey. And she was actually going to Asbury. They was having a party. She was having a party for her daughter. And my grandmother didn't believe in letting me spend the night out at nobody's house. And I'm so happy that she was like that. The girl was like at my house, her and her mother was at my house probably arguing with my grandma for like 30 minutes, almost to an hour, trying to convince my grandmother to let me go to her fucking birthday party. Excuse me for talking like that. Do you know, after my grandmother told this lady that I couldn't go, the same little girl who was sitting in my living room, this man fucking kidnapped her, yo. That was the worst funeral I ever been to in my life. He kidnapped the same little girl who I was supposed to go to her birthday party. Not only that, he kidnapped her. He took her to a house three doors down from where the party was, dragged her underneath the fucking porch. He raped her from the front to the back. This nigga broke both of her fucking legs. He strangled her. He beat her, yo. My grandmother took me to her funeral. That shit was so fucked up. They buried her in a beautiful white casket. They had to put a fucking veil over her and to cover up how bad he beat her up. And she was a baby. A fucking baby. How the fuck you break her legs like that? How do any man violate a child like that, girl or boy, and take their innocence away from them like that and destroy them? I had a nervous breakdown the other day. It's this guy that lives by me, and I understand how guys look at women because they look at women because they lust. But this motherfucker looks at me like he wants to hurt me, and seriously sexual assault me every fucking time that I see him. And I spazzed out on him the other day so bad in the fucking grocery store. Everybody was looking at me like I was crazy, but um, it just bothered me. And then because when I was growing up, this girl who lived upstairs from me, I knew her family a very, very long time, and she married this guy, and he tried to rape me. He did. He really did. And he was, but I trusted him because I was always around him. So it's the truth. Usually predators usually do shit to people who they know. And it's so funny. I don't even know why I did it as I'm thinking about it. He was like, come here. I'm trying to find her name is Tamika. Come here, I'm trying to find Tamika. So I was like, okay. And I don't know. We was by his house, but it was just fucking, he had me trapped. I was trapped in a fucking yard. Like, there's a fucking fence around the property, high ass fence. And the only thing that saved me, I had on a button up jacket. Like one of them button up jackets that you rip open and shit. And my family's very, very known, and my family was known for being very, very violent. Like, they fuck people up. And I guess, and that's the truth, because once somebody do an act and they understand the act that they do, they panic, and that's how they kill people. And after he was touching me and shit, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, no, 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 please, please, please. I was just like, please just let me go home. I swear I will not tell. I won't say nothing. And he pushed me, and when he pushed me, I had to climb up this fucking fence. And when I was climbing up this motherfucking fence, he grabbed me and he tried to pull me back, but luckily I had my jacket. I snapped out of the jacket, and it's so funny because I didn't even run home to my house. I went to his wife's house because me and her had a good relationship. And she was like, what the fuck did you do to her? What the fuck did you do to her? And I went and talked. So I left and I went home. And when I went home, I went to my family house and I never told nobody. I never told nobody for years about that shit. But my mom knew something happened. She was like, motherfucker, something happened. You did something. I don't know what the fuck you did, but you did something. She said, back the fuck up. Because he was like trying to like look at me and shit. And my mom cursed him out and pushed him out. And then my brother, he was crying because my oldest brother, he was in prison. He felt so bad. Like, he was crying so bad. He was like, I'm going to fucking hurt this nigga. And I was just like, it's okay, it's okay. He was like, nah, it's not okay because that shit should have never happened to you. You know where that nigga at now? That nigga dead. That nigga in the dirt. That nigga died. For real, for real. And that fucked me up. It really did because it had me looking at my male cousins crazy. It had me looking at my uncles and shit crazy. They used to try to give me hugs and shit. And I used to be so timid and shit like that. But yeah. So off of that shit, I'm very, very different around my kids. So I'd be like, nah, you ain't gonna go spend the night with nobody. Like, nah, you know what I mean? Like, are you okay? I always say that shit quick. Are you okay? You don't be like, nobody's ever supposed to touch you or do anything like that. They be like, Mom, like, everything is okay. Yeah. Why you acting like that? But I know why I'm acting like that because you just can't put shit past nobody. Nobody is like, mm, you'll be surprised. Motherfuckers is like, they're weird, yo. Very, very weird. Very, very weird. I always say that shit. I'll be like, y'all know who y'all be talking to. I just say that shit in general. I think if people was to actually see how beat the fuck up that we are in the spirit, I think people will respect us just a little bit more. You know what I mean? I always say that. I'm gonna say that to the day I die. Like I'm beating 33 all over my body. I got all types of whelps and shit all over me and shit like that. I always say that. I think that's why dogs and animals always come to me. I love it though, especially when people be being mean. I'm like, your big dummy. That's what I be telling people. Like, only if you can see what your dog see, then you will respect me a little bit more. They be like trying to, pull away from their owners and shit. I be like, it's okay, boy. It's okay. I know you see my halo. Your dumbass owner, he don't, but you see it and shit like that. So that's what I be saying. That's why people should treat people very, very accordingly because people don't know who they are and how special that they are to God. You know what I mean? That's why I always say. I said I bring balance. I bring balance. I'm not on nobody's side. I'm not on good. I'm not on the side for good. I'm not on the side for bad. I'm on the side in the middle, balance. For my sword could sway any way. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm not judgmental because I've been through enough shit in my life to understand that nobody's perfect and dealing with anybody's season of how they're coming and going. People they perform and they act a certain way because of the certain things that they have been through. And I said all that shit, and that shit still didn't change me. I have been betrayed by bitches, all types of shit. But that shit, I'm never gonna let my heart be destroyed by an ignorant son of a bitch or the world, or you know what I mean, the world or my situation. I'm always gonna walk in the highest height, and I'm always gonna keep my heart pure. And I think that's why I'm so blessed. That's why God blessed me. And that's why it's a very, very fucking hard penalty for anybody who ever do any fuck shit to me because I'm so blessed. I walk with angels around me every day, all day. They walk in the front of me, in the back of me, two on the side of me. So I sway my sword. And I bring judgment sometimes to the world because the world needs that. Especially these people who be fucking around in a whole bunch of shit they don't have no business fucking around with. They be doing a whole bunch of different things because my soul is very, very ancient. I have an ancient soul, a very, very old soul, and people don't understand that shit. So people are going to be held for anything that they have ever done on this earth. We're all going to be held accountable for it. You know what I mean? Dealing with the depths and the sins and different things that we have performed. Now dealing with a whole bunch of different shit. Oh, thank you for the heart that we have done is what makes people go insane by the acts that we have done out loud and by the acts that we have done that nobody fucking knows about, right? So you have to ask yourself, listen, we only get one life. You do, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, how whatever that people have done, and I'm talking to good and bad, whatever that you have done, dealing on whatever that you have done, is like some people, and it sounds fucked up for me to say that, some people have to dealing with their circumstances. Because remember, I said that my mind and the way that I am and the way that I move is a very, very different mind. So dealing on your sacrifice, meaning a lot of people don't understand that part. Like, motherfucker, you sacrifice so motherfucking much, or you have sacrificed whatever the fuck that you have done, or whatever the situation may be, whatever. Don't let that shit go down in vain. That was your sacrifice, however that it may be. You worry about that shit when your soul is about to levitate from out of your motherfucking body. And I was trying to say that the other day I said this earlier today, that the look on people's face as they're now noticing that they cannot go back within their vessel. Somebody just dealt with that shit 5 minutes ago. Somebody's about to deal with that shit right now. Somebody's soul is leaving out of their fucking body. And they have not accomplished the certain shit that they have done. They have not apologized. You know what I mean? They have not loved, bold and proud and honest. None of that shit. And now they're crying, trying to go back into their body, and their time is up. For everybody on this planet, we all have a vase, yo, and that shit has sand in it. That's the only shit that we should be trying to beat is death. When death comes, what do we do? What do we accomplish? You know what I mean? My cousin, she makes me so fucking sick sometimes. That's why I don't like fucking with her sometimes. I love her, but I know she's just who the fuck she is. And one thing that I'm not going to be, because I'm not in a competitive ass spirit right now. You know what I mean? Like, I was talking to her on the phone, and she was telling me about school. But she just graduated, and her sister put up her fucking certificate. You know what I mean? Like, you don't entrust me that much that you graduated, bitch. You think that I'm really, you know what I mean? And I look at shit like that. So that mean that you feel like we're in some type of fucking competition, and I'm not in competition with no bitch. That's straight up. That's how it is. Because I'm living my life the way that I'm going to live it. And however God has my life designed, my life just might be 10 times better than people who I'm around. So why the fuck do I care about what you got going on, how you're living, how much money that you got, this is that and the third, because my life can change very, very drastically. And my blessings, the way that is going to come, it could be better than yours. That's why I always tell girls, like, why the fuck are you worrying about her husband? Because I had a girlfriend who was like that though too though. You know what I mean? Like, bitch, whatever. Like, I laugh, I look at shit like that. Because bitches is in competition and shit over husband. My husband's better. Shit, we got a house. We got this, that, and the third. Okay, bitch. Okay, your husband is great. That's fine. But you don't know how my husband is. You know what I mean? You don't know our destiny. You don't know what I'm going through. For you have a house over here, bitch, I might just have 5 to 15 houses. You understand what I'm saying? I might have this, that, and the third. Or you try to have me jealous of the way that he loves you, but you can't even comprehend the way that my husband loves me. You know what I mean? You can't even comprehend the shit that my husband do for me. You know what I'm saying? And then plus it's always very, very taboo like that, because I'm not in that season where I'm going to show everything. I'm not going to show shit. Even when it comes to social media, those shit that I do, I'm not going to do that. That's something that's special to me. I understand me sharing. Hi, I agree. I understand me sharing a whole bunch of different things to the world, but I feel like, especially for a woman, you know what I mean? He bought you a car. He did all this shit. He did that shit because he loved you. You know what I mean? And I take that shit into consideration. So he did that shit for me is because he did that shit because he wanted to. He didn't do that shit because he wanted me to do it and then show the world. Now, if he be like, okay, babe, go ahead, show the world. I'll still give him trouble. You know, you know what I mean? I'll still give him trouble. But I'm not into that. I'm not into that. I'm not doing that. I don't have to. And then furthermore, I don't have to prove shit. And I see that comes with age. I'm such in that timing. But what I was trying to say about this nigga, young NBA boy, I cursed him out. I did. I told his wife that she need to leave him. Not leave him like that, but she need to go missing. If I'm legally married to you, because, and a lot of people don't understand that shit. Legally married, nigga, that means that's a contract. And the only way we're going to be free from all of that shit is death. You know what I mean? Death, death, death. And now I'm married, and now she married to this nigga. And he doing all of this shit. And then I told the bitch to get on a plane and fly somewhere. So they got some girl or whoever that she was on a jet and all this other shit. Got this bitch in another fucking island. Like, oh my God. Like, what? I'll be saying a whole bunch of different shit that I be seeing with these niggas in the industry, shit like that. I just could never. You like, what? And then everybody want to be partying and shit with everybody, and he want to have about 15 of his bitches there, however. And I'm going to be there. So you think we all going to be in this motherfucker like, kumbaya? Okay. You like, well, I'm just saying. Everybody's going to get beat up today. I'm just saying. They're not. You know, I'm just saying. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you seriously? You know what I mean? Or it can be however that it may be. We all in the club and shit, so you really think, you know what I mean? No, I'm just saying. So you really think I'm going to be over here in the corner and I'm going to be looking at you hugged up with a bitch doing this, that, and the third, nigga? Somebody's going to jail tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, I couldn't do no shit like that. I couldn't even do no shit like that. Are you kidding me? No. Like, are you kidding me? So I don't even feel comfortable even like partying with my boyfriend because I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. Like, no. Like, oh shit. Oh, like, no. I'm just saying. You know, niggas want to be dancing and shit. Like, you don't want me to dance. I'm just saying. Because we gonna dance. We gonna grind. We gonna do a whole bunch of other different shit. And I'm gonna be so fucking extra. So, you know what I mean? You want to do all of this? Go ahead, nigga. You want to dance? Okay, well, damn, I said fuck. I'm gonna do a whole bunch of shit, too. It's not funny. I wasn't supposed to say that. True. I see what you writing here. Let me see. You wrote a whole bunch of different things. So that's what I'll be vibing out. I'll be vibing out on my channel. I gotta get up and go make some moves, though. Animals see. Oh, yes, they do. You know what? You want to know what's so crazy? Damn, I should be charging my phone. I was actually listening to, they have this amazing audio about the Book of the Dead and shit like that. But I love it. I think that I came from the Egyptian bloodline. You know what? For real. I love the history of the pharaohs and a whole bunch of different things. Like, niggas be blowing me. Like, you be like, what? They just want to go to Egypt and shit. To be on a fucking camel. To take a picture in the desert. Like, are you kidding me? I think, oh, man, my honey gonna be so mad at me. They gonna lock me the fuck up in Egypt. Like, what the fuck you talking about? Like, you can't be up there. Like, are you serious? I can't be weird. Like, what? You cannot be in this area. Are you kidding me? That's how I am. Especially Mayan. I go down there to Mexico. I'm so sorry to the people, the Mayan people, the people down there in Mexico. I might fuck around and go to jail too. You like, what? Because I want to climb up the stairs. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? That big old the Mayan temple, you know how they be walking up the stairs and that thing that's up there? Like, I want to walk up the fucking stairs. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? No, that shit excites me. I'm a historic type of a person. So these motherfuckers is taking all these fucking trips, looking cute and shit on a beach with shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, Where you going? I didn't order the tourist, like, a tour, and this nigga, he gonna take me all over the land. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? No, 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 no. I'm going in the jungle. I want to go see the pyramids and shit like that. Like, I'm gonna take off my shoes because I'm very, very spiritual. Like I said, these niggas be going to a whole bunch of different ancient, powerful sites, and they're so fucking disrespectful. They're walking around with their fucking shoes and shit. Like, no, this ground is so blessed. This shit so, like, what? I want to go over there and go see that statue of what's that, King Arthur over there. They have like this big pretty old statue over there, like paying like homage to all of that stuff. Like, man, that's so exciting to me. Like, man, I'll be like, oh my God, I have the biggest smile on my face. Like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Oh man, go over there to Japan. I love samurai history. Remember, I told you I love history. So my mind is going to be totally different. Shit that I'm attracted to, shit that I love, shit that I want to talk about is going to be totally different than the average dumb bitch. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like, even when I went to the museum, I got to take my kids. I always take my kids to the museum, but I was so happy. The museum over there by Central Park, the natural something, I forgot it, but the one time that I went there, they had an exhibit of people back, and they still got little pieces of the samurais, but this time they had it looked like you was like in Japan, like you were walking through like the little houses and stuff. Like, man, my son want to go to Japan so bad. Like, come on, mom, let's go. Like, do you know how much the tickets is? And boy, we go to Japan. I'm just saying, I go to Japan. I go to Japan. Man, I want to go for like a month, 2 months. What the fuck is a week, 2 weeks gonna do? That ain't no goddamn vacation. You're like, what? I'm just saying. Like, I need to go for a whole month or so. You're like, girl, no, I want to see everything. You know what I mean? I want to see the Buddhists. Like, oh man, like that shit excites me. Like, oh, there's a place over there. I'm getting excited about talking about history. Now I done changed a whole different temple. It's like a place over there. They have like two big bricks. Like, in the way that is like shaped and shit. That's like a supernatural, because I'm looking at it within my mind. How the fuck did these bricks get like this? You know what I mean? Or to Brazil, like, man, let's go. I don't know, man, let's go. I want to see that big old statue. Like, that shit amazed me. Like, yeah, we ain't the same, bitch. You go over there, go take pictures for the gram. I'm going over here. Like, I'm gonna take a picture up here, up here. You're like, what? No, no, no. I'm gonna get in trouble. Hey, señorita. Ven aquí, ven aquí, ven aquí. Tú, siéntate. No, 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 no. No, bueno. Mommy, but you just telling me this kid been here for ancient times. Shit. Like, what? I want to go down in the basement and see all the skeletons like that over there in London and stuff. They have a place where I got to be careful because I'm very, very in energy and shit like that. And there's some places I'm just not going. But I would love to see that. Like, over there in England, they have a place somewhere. I think it's still go. They have all these skeletons and shit. I better go in there with a whole bunch of blessed oil and a whole bunch of shit. But that's a whole bunch of, like, and they're real, like, skeletons of people. So, my day has just now started. That's my lady. She calling me. She want me to go at the morning time. That's why I love Nana Shirley. She's a blessing to me. She came into my life as a straight blessing. But every fucking day, Dunkin' Donuts, I want my fucking money back. I want to be part of Dunkin' Donuts franchise. Like, what? Every day I get Dunkin' Donuts. Every motherfucking day. So when I get up, I'm going to get up. And I just started falling in love with the strawberry dragon fruit with lemonade. I just got put on to that, but I usually mess with Starbucks dragon fruit. Like, that's just the best. But the one at Dunkin' Donuts, I'm giving y'all niggas free promotion. It's the only one time y'all gonna get it. Like, what? What's that? What the hell is that? I don't know what that is. Oh my God, somebody want to say something? Nice. I didn't. Oh, really? Oh, you said something about graveyards and stuff. Like, listen, oh, damn. I don't want to keep saying that because I don't want people to feel bad for me. But, like, I, I touched the first body. I touched my mother's body when I had to go see my mom and pay like the last respects for my mom, because my mom, she passed away in her sleep. She did. She looked so peaceful, like she's just sleeping. And I have never touched a dead body in my life, but I think it's when it's your mom, you know what I mean? It's totally different. And what blew me about that is when I see my mom and I touched my mom, yo, she was hot. She didn't, her body wasn't even cold yet. I got there and her body was still hot. She still had sweat and shit coming down her. And so I was like, look at you, killer. That's what I said. You didn't gauge your wings and shit like that. And I was just rubbing her head, you know. I wish I can get that picture out of my mind though. Like, even though it was a good picture, I got that shit embedded in my mind and I don't like it. And I'm trying to get it out of my mind, and it just won't go. I felt like crying yesterday when I was looking at pictures, because I took pictures of her, you know, me, my brother, it's just me and my brother. He did amazing. I was so proud of my baby brother, but um, I gotta get the pictures out my phone and shit like that. But yeah, she was still warm, and then it was crazy. Like, yo, the body is amazing. Like, the first time, I'm always gonna remember that shit. The blueness of her lips, the blueness of her hands and shit, and then how her body just started turning cold. Like, mm. But she was sleeping beautifully. I just keep saying that. Like, it's so crazy. I got her urn here. I haven't even opened the motherfucker. You like what? I haven't even opened the box that came with her urn. I refuse to open it. It's like in my closet some fucking where. For real. And I gotta take it and shit. I got all this stuff. I still didn't even go on my social media account because I just don't want to hear everybody saying, like, sorry for your loss. And you probably said it. Mm. Oh, okay. Let me see what you said. 15 years ago? Oh, you had a dream about your mom? I ain't have no dream about her yet. My mom just passed away. It's probably like 7 days, about a week. My mom been passed away almost about a week now. So she's still traveling. You're like, what? After somebody died, they're around their body for like the next like 3 days. They're in transition and stuff like that. So the period of them coming back to you will always be like 30 days or whatever. Or you'll call out to them like, oh, I know you're here because they're around us all the time. So you would say, can you please come to me? Can you please come to me? Or you can put something within your house. You can put like a pillow. You could do something to interact with them. But I always have communication with the dead. I always been like that since I was young. Everybody who I have known, they always come back to me. They'd tell me in my dream, you know what I mean? Especially, and it's the craziest stuff because they're talking to me. My grandmother did that to me though, for real. Like, that's the fastest somebody ever came. But my grandmother came back to me because me and my grandmother had a crazy argument before she died. Yeah, my mom, she funny. I be laughing. Like now, you know what's so crazy? I feel my like, cause I haven't really cried. Like I cried, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, cause that's my mom, and I was her only daughter, so we had an amazing relationship, whatever. But um, I never understood that part of when everybody say, yo, my mom passed away. It's a crazy feeling. I never understood it until right now. But the craziness is that I feel my soul crying. I feel my soul trying to break, it's the craziest feeling. And I guess I don't know. I feel my soul trying to cry out and yearning for that type of a morning, but I'm not allowing myself to be like that. It's the weirdest shit ever, because I don't want to be in that energy, because I don't like that. Not saying I don't like that, I just don't want that to mess up my train of thought and shit like that, and I don't want to be in that space, because at the end of the day, um I know that my mom will want me to keep moving on. And I always say that. Like, I'm just so happy that I'm grateful. I'm so happy that I'm in a great space. And I'm so happy that I'm not fucked up, because I can only imagine when people's parents die and they're fucked up, meaning they're not living life the way that they're supposed to, or you have some people who are alcoholics, you have some people who are drug addicts, you have some people who are running the streets, and then when they get hit with devastation news like that, it sends them into a downfall, like a spiral and shit. And I'm happy that I can honestly say that I'm good. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, but with my grandmother, it was special though. My grandma, it was special. I told me, I made my grandmother in death. Me and my grandmother made a pact. I told my grandmother anytime that I'm in a dire need, dire situation, and I'm going through something, I told her to come back to me. And I swear, if I'm really really messed up, she'll come back to me and be like, "What's wrong with you?" It's like the most beautiful thing because even in death, she's still keeping her word, and she'll come. Like, you gonna be all right. I remember one time in my dream, I think I was going through whatever I was going through, and I told my grandmother, I was like, because my grandmother always told me, like, when your loved ones come to you while you're dead, you're never supposed to go with them because you could die in your sleep. And I remember one time in my sleep, I think I was going through something, and I was telling my grandma, I was like, take me with you, take me with you. I don't want to be, take me with you. She was like, girl, in the dream, like, are you kidding me? No, no. It been plenty of times, not plenty of times. I was trying to say another time. Um, I was having a dream. I see all of these spirits, and it was like I was floating and shit. And I looked to my left, and it was like they was having a fucking funeral. It was death. Now, thank you, spirit. It was death, and I seen all these spirits, and they was going in this fucking thing. But when I looked, it was black, and it had like candles. And I was following the things. I was about to go in there. My grandmother came out of nowhere, and she was like, "Don't you go in there!" And I backed up, and I woke up. So that's why I always say I don't worry. I just gained a heavier hitter in heaven, which is my mom, and I swear it just seemed like, yo, she been doing something up there in heaven. I finally talked to my brother. Me and my oldest brother been at rifts, and we alright. Like, so I'm excited. I always say that. I wake up in the morning like this. I come on, see what y'all doing. Rock out with y'all a little bit. I post something. Then I start my day. And that's it. That's it. I can't ask for nothing else. The only thing that I ask for is the truth. That's the only thing that I ask from anybody is the truth. And it's so sad because some people just can't give it. So I'll be saying, that's not on me. That's on you. And I'm at the particular time, like right now, I'm just cutting off people. I'm cutting off everybody. Anybody, however that it may feel fit, that it's just not feeding my soul. I need my soul felt on a higher dimension because I feel like I'm rising. My vibration is rising. So I can't be stuck still. I can't be at a dead situation, no results, no answers, no nothing, no anything. That's belittling to who I am just as a woman, because I feel like I'm supposed to keep rising. I'm supposed to keep going, and I don't want to be in that space. I don't deserve that. I always say that my hands don't deserve a lot of different things that I have been being dealt with. And I always say that because on the other hand, which is so funny, I don't treat people like that. I treat people how the fuck they supposed to be treated. And I'm not going to sugarcoat shit. I'm not going to play with shit. It is what it is. And people are just not like that. So I always say that they the ones who going to lose out, not me. Not me. So it's so funny. I ain't gonna be able to post nothing on my social media account for a while anyway. So everything that I have done is different. So I'll probably come on here. I should just stop just doing my lives though. But for a while, I'm not posting nothing. What? Hello? What you talking about? Nothing about who? Him? Who was you talking about? Him? Who was you talking? Him who? You having a dream? Yep. What's the dream about? I needed some food, so you gave me some food?
Yep.
Are you kidding me?
Because you saw it.
My stomach, what?
Nothing.
Nothing. You startled me for a second. I'm like, who was you talking to?
I was talking to you.
In your dream?
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
Castle was a
You want to tell the world? I'm on the world, so the world gonna hear. I'm on YouTube.
there was a mouse on the window. And then suddenly I woke up and I saw it. And then
You woke up. You want to say good morning to people? Say good morning.
no.
You don't want to say good morning to people?
No.
Oh, you being nasty.
No.
All right, let me go. So she woke up. She started talking. First, she's talking about this man. Like, who is this man? I was like, who is what?
Black monkey.
Black monkey. The black monkey. Let me tell you something, world. You want to hear so funny? My daughter been saying this. It's so funny. She said, "Mommy got a boyfriend. Mommy has a boyfriend. Mommy got a boyfriend. Mommy got." Let me see if she gonna do it. Who's mommy boyfriend? Wait, say it again. Who's my boyfriend?
Michael Jackson.
You heard what she said? She said Michael Jackson's my boyfriend. The king? The king's my boyfriend? See, ain't that about a bitch? That's all she do. Running my mouth. Mommy got a boyfriend. Mommy got a boyfriend. Mommy has a boyfriend. I'm like, who is my boyfriend? Say it again. Michael who?
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson. You know who he is? Michael Jackson is the most... Yeah, he's a superstar. He's a mega superstar. Okay. All right. Until next time, you guys have a great day. Until next time. Bye-bye.